Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. For those of you guys that have been with us for a while, you will remember this parts car. It's now been sitting for about 20 years. So we've been very lucky on this one and teamed up with WD-40. And they hooked us up with the new bendable straw WD-40 multi-purpose lubricant. So Chris is just really going around. He's going to be spraying it all up and getting all of these bolts. They haven't been touched for 20 years and we don't know how long they haven't been touched before it. So he's put all that multi-purpose all over it. It degreases, displaces and removes all the moisture. So hopefully we can get all of those bolts undone and actually get this back axle removed. The engine is now all completely done, as is the front axle. So it's time to move on to the rear. So thank you again WD-40 for hooking us up and linking up with us with this build. Thank you very much. We're going to crack straight on. Chris is going to get as many of them bolts lubed up, undone, and we're going to drop this back axle out and actually get it on the bench. Let's get on with it. As usual, Chris made quite light work of that there. He has cut through them old brake lines. They are US, they're no good to use anyway. But everything is undone, pretty much. Everything. Do you want to give that a little wiggle, Chris? Yeah. So the back axle's all disconnected from the springs. We now need to lift it up because we've got it shackled up there through those mounts, those spring mounts. We can't knock the pins out while it's up in the air because them shackles could slip off and we have only got it resting on some axle stands and a bit of wood. So we are actually now going to lift it up in the air, drop those bolts out and then lift it back up and hopefully all of it will stay lying on the floor. So let's get on and do that, mate. See how we get on. So guys, thought we'd do this little bit live. But as this is Chris's car, quite a lot of you do ask me questions about the old Viva and a couple of other old cars. And genuinely, I am only 41. So this is a bit before my time. So we just had a bit of a chat and we've decided in the comments section, Chris is going to be answering your questions in this one. So if you have got any questions about the cars for Chris, drop it in there and it's going to be him responding to you. And it gives me a night off, which is lovely. Ready when you are, mate. Alright, a little block's under there, but that'd be okay, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Lovely. I bet that's tightening them bolts up though. You might want to go up a little tiny bit.
I don't know. They're all shackles, so.
Coming in?
Yeah, I'm going to tie that shackle off.
Don't think they've ever been off. We will cut there briefly just while Chris gets them off because they may take some time. That's both of those back bolts out. You can see the spring just hanging there and the front ones are out as well. We've got the strops back on there. So fire in the hole, Chris. My one's still stuck in a little bit. Look. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. Beautiful. Will it pull on them wheels, wouldn't it? Will we put it backwards? Or?
Well, the leaf springs are not attached.
Oh no, they're not, are they?
No, so go at your one.
Beautiful. Let's get that axle in the workshop and get it on a bench. You're probably going to disconnect that prop before we take it in, Chris, are you?
Yes, definitely.
We get that prop off, we get that on the bench and do a little investigation on it, see what it's like. Chris just give it a quick jet wash off and I think you would agree it looks completely different already. All of that loose like surface rust that was on it is actually all gone. So he has just sprayed it all up WD-40 and he's just letting that soak right in before we start the process of pulling out the aft shafts, removing the diff. It's all got to come to pieces. And I won't tell you what we're going to do with it next, but it has all got to come apart. So we'll let that soak in and then Chris can strip that all down. Guys, I know there's a little bit of time lapse in this video here Chris is doing, and is this video for Friday, Chris?
Probably, yeah.
Right, probably for Friday. So I will just confirm, while Chris has been doing this, you would have watched this on Wednesday. So I've been concentrating on this video while Chris has been cracking on. So do bear with us a little bit. We did try and record pulling that half shaft out on time lapse, but unfortunately we had the camera right up here and it did miss it. So Chris did capture the other one. Don't forget, if you do want to ever slow that time lapse down, in the top right hand corner of the video there is 3 little dots and you can slow it down from your end. So the diff is ready to pull out, mate, right?
We took the bearing caps off.
Bearing caps are off, covers off,
Half
shafts are out. It's very, very nice inside there, look, for the age of it. And look at the oil. I said to Chris, people say, yeah, back in the day, them old cars, they lasted a lot longer. And then we just agreed, they didn't really go fast enough to break. But you ready to pull that out, mate, are you?
Yeah, well, we try. I'm going to have to come that side.
Sorry, mate. I'm going to stay rolling while Chris tries pulling that out.
It should.
Do you want me to get cut for a minute and get on the other end with a bar?
Let me see, won't we?
We should have... There she goes. I was going to say, we should have freed it up off camera, but you know us, guys. If we can do it live and show it, we will. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
So that's out.
That's it.
Have we got to remove the shaft?
Yeah, the shaft's coming out.
And then that's ready to go round.
We'll bag this up first.
Yeah, bag that up. Once that's out, that's going to be ready to go round for blasting.
Yeah, and make probably...
A couple of caps up for the ends.
Yeah, blanks up.
Yeah, just so that nothing can get inside there. Job is a good one, mate. Guys, unfortunately, they are just about to start the process of blasting all these bits, but I can't be in this room. They have to wear all this special equipment, so I'm just going to have to wait outside until it's done. Guys, we have got quite bright sunlight and a lot of wind in the background, but check that out. Not a spot of rust left on it. perfect. Guys, I've actually made a little bit of a boo-boo there. So I went round and got that rear axle blasted, and I've just got back to the yard, and Chris said, well, where is it? In the van? I said, no. I've actually dropped Chris's beam off for powder coat, and he wasn't powder coating it like all the other stuff. He was actually painting it, but I think you've agreed you're going to roll with it, mate.
It's fine.
It's going to be fine. So that's around there being powder coated. We'll have that back, and that will be mint like the rest of the stuff that he's done. There is still quite a few little bits that have got to go around and be blasted, but we just haven't had time in this video to get it stripped, and he is quite busy around there. So it'd be ideal for me to drop all this off this afternoon, and I'll just pick that up when I pick the axle up. So Chris has got to strip all the shoes down off of the back plates, all the brackets here, they're actually the rear hangers.
Shackles,
the shackles that we was hanging them ropes off to lift the back of the car up. So they've all got to be blasted, and Chris will probably paint them through. Just a bit of a refresher really. I know it's going to get a little bit confusing, especially for people that haven't seen these videos before. Chris has actually got 3 of these HA Vivas, and the one outside we've been working on was a parts car, so to speak. Basically, Chris has got a shell at the moment, and he's been getting all these bits ready for it. And instead of refurbing all those bits off of it, we've been getting the bits done off of that car, and it stops the other one from being immobile, I suppose is the word for it. So just a bit of a refresher, all of the bits that Chris has already done. There is 2 engines on the go, so we'll get into that in a minute. And one of those engines is for the other car that you've all seen. So we've got the leaf springs there, manifold, fan, rocker box, sump, exhaust manifold, pulleys. All the bits are laid out there, and they're the bits that are all done, apart from that airbox, Chris, right?
Yeah.
This is the engine that's going into the other car with no engine, would I be right in saying that?
Correct.
And this one here that you've rebuilt is going in the new car.
Is that one?
Right, okay. So this is the engine that Chris rebuilt to go in that car. And as you can see now, it is complete. There's nothing left to do to that engine at all, is there? It's completely rebuilt, completely refurbished, and it's like a work of art. Front subframe?
Yeah, you can, so.
Front subframe. I know a lot of you reached out in the comments, and before you even did, Chris said to me, this is what the old hot rod boys use. Because they're all one unit, this is what they put in the hot rod cars. So that's how far we are up to date. Soon as that car's painted and ready, that can be thrown in. The engine can be thrown in. The back axle can be thrown in. Basically, we'll have all the parts there, ready to assemble the majority of it. There's going to be little loose ends, there always is. But rather than say, oh, we're waiting for parts for this and waiting for parts for that. And that's where I wanted to do a little tiny bit of an update on the Range Rover Classic. I know so many of you do still keep asking about it. And at the moment, we're waiting on some window regulators and the door tops to come back from the paint shop. And we've got to fit those window regulators first. He's going to paint them. We're going to get them fitted, and we are going to crack on with that car. So that is upcoming in the very near future. Chris, do you want to just do a little reminder of that blue Viva that you've got there, just to show the people? And that was the barn find, wasn't it?
That's it.
And your Sunseeker, people can see that.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
That'll do it here, mate, I think.
All right, mate.
We're going to keep this one short and sweet, guys. Fortunately, because of this car you would have seen earlier on in the video, I actually said I cracked on with it, and that did free up Chris for a good few hours to crack on with the Viva. In every single video, I would go as far as to say every single video, there's comments on that Viva, right? People, I know a lot of you are very, very interested in it and you want to see it progress, but believe it or not, in the background, Chris is always tinkering around with it, ordering parts and making the next plan for it. So it has been a little bit of a plan in the making. We've been working bits out that we're going to do, and we've pieced this video together out of it, and hopefully you are going to enjoy it. So that is going to be the end of today's video, because I've got to load that on the truck and get it off down to Copart. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Like, subscribe and share. Check out the merchandise. The link is in the description. And if you want to follow us on Instagram for some sneak peeks, it's Salvage Rebuilds. We'll see you very, very soon in the next one.